What's up, guys? It's Dover, and today it's route selection day. Wow, that's really scary. Not really. So, I was talking to Charlie about it today, and she said that I should take the Asra route, or as she said, white hair boy. So, we're going to take Asra's route first. Let's go. Asra book. Something of something. Explore magical worlds and uncover dark mysteries with Asra. Who is he? Who are you to one another? Begin Asra's story. I'm gonna go at Asra's menu. Each chapter costs a key to read or reread. Your key will refresh over time after you use them. Okay. Same with my money. If you buy a book, you'll be able to read and reread the chapters in the book whenever you like without spending keys. Buying a book will also automatically unlock all the coin choices in that book. Ooh. Okay, what's the bio? Asra the Wandering Magician with a wealth of secrets. Favorite food? Blue-tongue skink. Okay. Favorite drink? Lapsang Sochong. Favorite flower? Belladonna. Gallery. So that's our gallery of beautiful pictures. Okay. That's cool. We'll just go back and press start then. Downloading assets. Oh, this is going to take megabytes out of my phone. Lovely. Oh well. Yes, into the path. I'll thread a key on it. I open my eyes to morning sunlight streaming relentlessly through the swaying tendrils of a willow tree. That's right. This morning at breakfast, Portia informed me I had the day off. Something about the Countess, Nadia's headaches. With no tasks on my mind, I had settled against an overgrown willow tree in the garden to rest. Worried? I swear I just heard a voice, small and faint, like an echo from far away. Worried! Forced hangs upside down from a low branch above me, swaying gently like a vine in the light breeze. Forced, is that you? Worried! Her voice is stronger, more insistent now that she knows I'm listening. Asra has told me about the bond between magician and familiar, that limited communication is possible. He and Forced talk often, though I was never quite sure how before now. But Forced isn't my familiar. I shouldn't be able to speak with her, yet I am. I'm worried too, Forced. I wish I knew where he went. Forced drops lightly from the tree onto my lap, and then slithers onto the grass in front of me. A strong feeling of trust radiates from Forced and spreads through my body, filling me with warmth. I'm glad I'm not alone. Somehow, I think Forced feels the same way. As I clear my mind... Okay, that scared me. Of distractions, the lively sounds of the garden fill my ears. It's peaceful here. It feels like Asra could be here beside me, napping in the sun. Tree! Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh! Forced wiggles insistently in front of me, slithering around the back of the willow. When I follow her, I see she's swaying and staring insistently at a certain spot on the tree. I bend down to get a better look, and then stumble backwards in shock. This can't be. It doesn't make sense. Carved deep in the bark of the willow tree is a single name, stark and permanent. Dover. Trembling, I trace the rough grooves fingertips recognizing the feel of the magic laid over it. Asra. When would he have time to do this? It looks years old, but Asra and I have only known each other for a few years. Or so I've been led to believe. Oh, I saw something about this. A soft thunk shakes me from my shocked daze. Asra. Her tail wraps around my hand as she leans forward, staring into my eyes. The world fades away, and then... Asra! Oh, his clothes are kind of different. I try to open my mouth, but can't summon my voice. I feel small and constricted. He leans down and scoops me up. Where have you been all day, Not squeezing certain doctors. Oh, well, I suppose I can't blame you for that, Force. He doesn't make it hard. Then again, he certainly isn't making it easy either. Don't have too much fun with him, alright? He'll start to think you like him. What is this? I feel as if I'm here with Asra and yet not. Like I'm viewing it from a distant point. Or like it's a memory. Elias started to think I like him, but you and I know who my heart belongs with. There's someone else on my mind. Her name keeps falling from my lips like a spell. And every day spent away from her makes the longing worse. To not hear her voice calling my name. You miss her. You miss her, don't you? Or at least her expert chin screeches. Oh, screeches! Where? To a place I can't follow yet. Don't worry, Forrest. We're getting close. Asra! A figure calls down to him, to us, leaning over the sill of the library window with a grin on his face. Taking another nap, While you were away dreaming under your beloved tree, I made a breakthrough. If you don't hurry up here, I'm going to cure the whole city without you. I highly doubt that. Let's go, Forrest. Asra turns his back on the window and walks deeper into the garden as darkness swallows me again. What was that? A vision of the past? Surely, but how? I realize I'm lying flat on my back, staring up into the leaves of the willow. As I sit up, I'm suddenly filled with an urge not my own, pulling me towards the library. Unlike the seductive twirl of a dreamlike memory, this feeling is friendly. Helpful. Forced. Is there something in the library I should see? Help! I glance up to the fountain where I've met Asra before conflicted. It only seems to work at night, though. I'll go to the library. No, I shouldn't waste my energy on hopeless ventures. I resolve to return tonight. What answers me? Really loud. Instead. Alright, Force, let's go to the library. Maybe I'll get some answers to these questions swirling in my head about Asra, and about how I fit into all this. I scoop her up into my arms and head back into the palace. The library door looms over me, and I realize I can't have any of the keys. Portia hasn't been around all morning. There's no one to let me in. Frustrated, I press my hand to the elaborately wrought vines, urging the door open through sheer force of will. The first locking mechanism releases, then the second, and then nothing. I'm locked out. How am I supposed to enter now? Dover, fancy seeing you here. What you doing? She leans forward, peering at the door, and then looks over at me in surprise and admiration. Did you unlock those two? Milady designed this door herself, you know. It should be pretty hard to magic open. But here you are, nearly breaking the whole thing down. She wriggles her fingers like she's imitating my magic and then gets a glint in her eye. I guess my lady's got a real eye for talent, huh? I knew you were good, but you really seem it is something else. I guess it is impressive, or, it's nothing. I'm gonna be modest. Or, it's nothing special. Nothing special? That dog got about 100 tiny gears, 12 different locks, and anti-spell work in the wood. But here you are, working away at it. I bet that with enough time, you'd get through it all on your own. You're good at this, Dover. And you wouldn't be here if Milady didn't think you were good enough. My reading is horrible today. Thank you, Portia. Don't mention it. Speaking of, she rustles around in her apron and then pulls out something glimmering in green. The emerald necklace Nadia gifted me. When did she... You must have dropped it last night, you know, when you were at the fountain. But I fished it out for you. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you dropped it. She holds it out to me and then hesitates, pulling it back. So, about yesterday. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't mention what you saw to milady. What I saw? Portia must mean the conversation she had with Julian. Considering all the secrets I'm keeping from Nadia as well, it seems only fair. Of course. Great, well, let me get this door open for you, huh? 1 second. She hands the necklace over to me and sits to unlock the mechanism, humming softly as she does. And done. Woo! No wonder nobody ever goes in here, huh? Enjoy the library. Make sure to look up when you're done, okay? Portia leaves with a smile. I bounce in her step as she turns down another hallway. Taking a breath, I walk into the musty darkness, unprepared for what secrets the room beyond has to offer me. Really? That was really short. Okay, chapter 2. Dust and silence greet me as I enter the library. Motes float aimlessly in the pale sunlight. Tickles of warm familiar magic lick against my skin, welcoming me further in. Asra, how did I not notice it before? Was I so preoccupied with investigating Julian's desk I missed it? Find! Do you think there's something in here, Faust? Find! Old lessons filled my mind, clearing away lingering doubts. If there is one thing I've learned about magic, it's how little I truly know. Perhaps there are answers in here, hiding between disused pages. I feel magic settle around me, gently guiding me towards a shelf. Oh, my back hurts. Two books stand out from the rest. I can feel my master's touch on each spine. But which one do I pick? The big tattered tome, whatever. I pull the heavy tome from its high shelf, staggering back under its weight before lowering it to the nearby desk. Loneliness emanates from the neglected pages, escaping into the air like a withered groan as I open it. Friend! Faust's tail wraps around my hand once more, dropping me back into memory. Please don't go. You're walking right into his trap, Asra. There you go again with pessimism. This palace has resources I need, Muriel. And when he rips your heart out, he'll have to get to me first. He's weak and dying. What could he do? Throw his medicine at me? He was dangerous once, I know, but I can handle him, Muriel. Really. The lumbering figure lifts one steady hand as if to touch Asra's shoulder, hesitates, and drops it back to their side. Without a word, they turn and exit the shop, awkwardly squeezing through the too small doorway. Sorry, Muriel. Some things you can't run away from. Another memory, another vision of Asra's past. I only wish I could hear them from Asra himself. What else are you hiding from me? I pick up the other book that caught my attention, but nothing happens. A bookshelf in the far corner calls to me, beckoning me closer with little whiskey, waiting for a decision to be made. The glided the gilded monstrosity, the alluring volume. The alluring volume. What about this one for you, then? He lifts out a cobalt shirt with a deeply plunging neckline and raises an eyebrow at me. Outside I can hear the sounds of the masquerade, joyous cheers, and the chatter of bustling crowds moving about. Wait, how am I seeing this? That's Asra, and the one he's speaking to is me? But it can't be. It's all as if I'm watching myself from someone else's eyes. What's happening? It's your color. Passed over, okay? You say that about every color. I can't help it, Dover. You look radiant in everything. Fine, what about this one? Loud, gaudy patterns assault my eyes as he presents me with some sort of rainbow cheetah print tunic. Asra, do you want me to blind people? I'm already blinded by your beauty. Oh my god, I'm doing it wrong. Asra. I don't remember that. Asra and I have never attended the masquerade together. Of that much I'm certain. We didn't know each other when the city last celebrated it, did we? It was easier that time to drop into memory. I feel as if I'm starting to get used to this strange magic. Here! Force slithers onto Julian's desk and looks expectantly at me. She nudges her head against a final book, an oversized red tome covered in dust. I walk over to the desk and run my hand over its cover, revealing its title. Composium on the stupendices of the fabric of the human form. It looks well used and heavily annotated. When at last I was here, the book held no magic. Now it seems to whisper my name in the still air. Opening its pages sends another cloud of dust blowing upwards, obscuring my vision. I close my eyes just as I feel Force's tail around my wrist, and then I open them again. I sounded like a villager. No, that's not quite right, is it? There must be something I'm missing. Asra. Asra glances up from his nest of pillows on the floor, gives Julian a mildly interested look, and then goes back to his book. What do you think? If I try to mix the venom with this solution here, is it worth a shot? No. That will make poisonous vapors. Damn, something else then. There has to be. Julian trails off, leaning over to scribble something in the book. After a moment, he sighs and leans back in his chair. I think I've got something. Come look at this, would you? I'm close, I can feel it. I could use your eyes. Asra sighs and stands slowly, lazily stretching out his back before padding barefoot over to Julian's desk. Alright, I'm here. Oh, I've never seen him from this angle. That's quite strange. What's that? He leans over the desk to stare at the illustration in Julian's book, brushing against Julian as he does. Julian, you're gay. And that's good. I mean, technically not for Dover in this rap, but still. Here, just so, look at this diagram. What do you think? Will it work? Elia, If you want to show me your fantasies, you didn't have to hide this behind pretend. What? No, that's not what it's a medical illustration. So it is blood ritual. Or, well, no, not exactly. It's a transfusion, see? You use this apparatus here. Of course, that there's no telling if it will work, or how safe it is, or if it's even possible. Damn. What's this voice I'm doing? This doesn't sound like Julian at all. No, that won't work. Then what about bile? Where are you going? There's more work to do. You know, you can't expect to cure the plague through napping. It's not all napping. Sometimes I daydream instead. I'm tired, Elia. I need to get back to the shop before it gets dark. Besides, I don't want to get in your way. I'll walk you home then. What? And interrupt your very important studies? I'll be fine on my own, really. If you keep slacking off like this, Asra, I won't be able to protect you. Oh, he looks so sad. Julian presses forward, grabbing Asra's wrists. Asra's shoulders tense at the sudden touch. Julian takes another step closer, taking both of Asra's hands in his own. A sigh from Julian's lips ruffles Asra's hair. Julian swallows, looking down at him. The Count wants his cure. He'll die without it, and I'm worried he'll take you with him. I don't want you to die, Asra. Not if there's something we can do to stop it, together. Good night, Elia. Asra pulls away with a note of finality and disappears out the door. The last words I hear before I'm pulled out of the memory are Julian's muttered to himself. Right. If he won't listen to reason, I'll just have to make him listen. What? Were they... What exactly was the nature of their relationship? Were they just friends or something more? Whispers fill my mind, telling me I could have the answer. I could see their relationship for myself. I just need to ask. If only I had money. I don't need to know. It's none of my business. What matters is the present, and it's clear they're no longer involved. I turn away from the desk and glance out at the window. Late afternoon light fades to dusk as the sun sets on the distant horizon, casting the library in long shadows. It's nearly night now. Down in the garden fountain, Asra could be waiting for me. I spare one last glance to the library and then lock the door once more, heading towards the sound of babbling water. No. We'll find out what happens next time in the next episode. That was really fun, and I'm curious about this relationship that they have. And, if I wasn't doing this route, then I would totally shit of it. Not that I already do. I do. But yeah, so see you guys next episode. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe.